Hi, this is a video for people who can't come to my classes. I'm still doing small classes within my studio and a few of the village halls. But if you're self-isolating yourself, then this is a really good video that's just going to keep you going. Any questions, then just please give me a call. Speak to you soon. Bye.
And press.
Right, first exercise. This is called Alleviator Stretch. You're just going to do this for a minute. Just have your skull on the block. You can use a cushion, bent over, whatever you like. But this is just going to stretch your neck, stretch the back, but it's actually going to allow your bottom half of your body to be in neutral. So this is your first exercise. Second exercise, in Alleviator Stretch, again, I want you to put your arms straight out from the body so they're level with your shoulders. Stretching your fingers right out as far as they can, and now make a fist with both hands and rotate backwards onto the fist. Breathe into the chest, a big deep breath and release. You're just asking all those shoulders to relax. Now you're going to do 10 rotate forward onto the hand and rotate back onto the fist. Once you've done 10 of those, you're then going to open your hands right out. So just open the hands. Right, we're not doing it, that's it. And now make sure your thumb is very close to your fingers. And now again, rotate back, stretching your fingers. Always make sure your shoulders are working as well. So 10 more, and that is your second exercise. Third exercise, exactly the same Alleviator Stretch. I'm just trying to give you masses of room for your shoulders and the scapulars to work better. All you're going to do now is just bent out at the elbows, so let me just walk around so that you can see what you are doing. Right, now I want you to pull your shoulder blades together, trying to keep those shoulder blades, the scapulars, on the ground as much as possible, and you're going for 10. 1, 2, brilliant, 3, 4. Great, so you're going to go to doing 10 of those, then you relax, and then you do another 10. That is your second exercise. No, your third exercise. Fourth exercise is static back reverse presses. So put your hands together, interlocking the fingers, thumbs alongside each other, and now letting your shoulders relax on the ground. Let your arm come back onto the cushion and just rest on the cushion. Now your arms, your hands are not doing any of the work. Your work is coming from the shoulders. So all I want you to do now is pull your shoulder blades backwards towards the ground. It's almost opening your armpits towards the ceiling. And you're doing 10 of those. And then you're going to bring the arms back up again. And then you go back to do another 10, so it's 20. That is the next exercise, static back reverse presses.
Yeah, what?
Next exercise is hook line knee pillow squeezes. There should be a slight arch in your lower back because we are not in a neutral position with the pelvis now. Your feet should be, a hip's width apart. So let me just come around here, a hip's width apart. Cushion, block, whatever between your knees, and you are just going to squeeze your knees together. This is not a pelvic exercise. This is not moving your back at all. This is just basically moving your knees, and we're doing 3 sets of 20. Give yourself a rest in between, and just to make sure you're not aching. If 3 sets of 20 is too much, then you can do what you feel is right for your body. Okay, next exercise, abductor presses. We've worked on your inner thighs, we've worked on your adductors, now we're going for your abductors. Being dyslexic, I tell you, this is hard work for me. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is you are going to pull against this band. Exactly the same. We have got, you should be able to get a fist between your knees, and you should feel comfortable with your back. All you're going to do is just pull out slightly. Feet hips width apart. You can turn your toes in very slightly if you want. Again, go with what the body is comfortable with. And you're going for 20 pulls, making sure that both knees work equally. because Annette, one of your knees is working a little bit harder than the other one, but we're going to make sure you can work them quite equally. Again, 3 sets of 20. If you feel it's too much, then do 3 sets of 10, 2 sets of 10. And if you're older and feel a little bit uncomfortable for getting down on the ground, you could do these on your bed. Next exercise, gluteal contractions. So this is basically worn up between your butt cheeks. So all you're doing is tightening and loosening your bum cheeks. You can put your hands onto each side of your hips, which is onto each side of your pelvis, just to make sure that your pelvis isn't working. All you want to do is tighten and loosen your bum cheeks. Can you see how Annette's pelvis is working a little bit? So do not, this is just literally bum cheeks, and we're going for 3 sets of 20 again. So we're working all the lower body. This is going to loosen your lower back and it's going to loosen your hips. Knee drops. Now you must have your feet slightly wider apart, and you're going to drop both knees down to one side, just as far as you can go. Don't overdo it. Again, this can be done on the bed or on the floor, whatever you want, and then back up again and down the other side. So you're doing 1 set of 10 of these, I think. So this is just to loosen up the whole body. You can see it's a huge stretch, right the way up to your shoulder blades, right the way across the hip. The wider you have your feet apart, the bigger it is on the hips. And again, all of these are coming with the Egoscue video as well, so that you can actually see how to do them with more detail and also why you're doing them. This is number 10. So Kate, when you're editing, this is number 10. I forgot to put it in. This is hip crossover, palms down. Now, if you cannot get your foot right to the ground, put a block down so that your foot can rest on the block, and then you're going to open the knee very slightly from your body, so that you can feel a bit more stretch into the hip area and the bum area, and you're going to look the opposite way to the stretch. Now, if you feel this is very easy, as I kick Annette's block away from her and put the foot to the ground, if you find that easy to put the foot down to the ground and have the whole foot on the ground, that is your better position. Again, just think about opening that knee up. So you're going to do a minute one side and a minute the other side. Supine leg raises. Now, I'm actually putting your head on a block because I don't want you to stretch your backs too much. I don't want you to overdo your backs. First thing you're going to do, put one leg down straight and flex the foot to you. Now you're going to put an arch in the lower back. This is really, really important to put the arch in that lower back. And you're just going to raise this leg, tight thighs, tight calves, everything, halfway up the other leg and back down again. And you're just going for 10 on this side. And then when you've done 10, you're going to do 10 on the other side. The block underneath your head is so that you're not stretching, you're not over-exerting your neck as well. Calf and hamstring stretch. So we're starting off that you're lying on the ground and you're going to be in a supine position. No block underneath the head. You've got the band around your leg and around your foot. Have it on the ball of your foot this time and really pull the foot towards you so that your heels are right down. Now you're just going to lift the leg about 3 or 4 inches off the ground. You should feel this in your knee and in your calves. This is working in the Achilles, your plantar fascia, but it has a chain reaction up the body. A minute's hold. Second part of this exercise is around the middle of the foot, as high as you can get the leg without bending the knee. So just let it go back down a little bit so that you can straighten the knee. Perfect. This is a big stretch all underneath the bum, up into the back, as well as down the hamstrings and in the calves. This is a minute hold, and then we swap to the other side, and then we do the round the ball of the foot about 3 or 4 inches off the ground, and then as high as you can get the leg without compromising the knee. Okay, no moans and groans. Everybody's favourite exercise. Supine foot circles, point and flex. So I'm being really nice to you. You're only doing 20 outwards, so outward foot circles. And then you're going to do 20 inwards. Good. And then 20 up and down. So this is a great exercise. You'll love it. You're not going to have swollen ankles. It's going to be a brilliant one. to nearly finish. We've only got one more exercise after this. 3 position toe raises is a great exercise to finish with. So little fingertips on the windowsill, you can use a wall, use whatever, and you are just going to come onto your toes with your toes pointing forward 10 times, just up and down. That's it, right up in the air. Try not to lean forward as you're doing it, you just want to go straight up in the air. Now, after doing 10 of those, you're going to turn your toes out to 10 to 2. So toes go out, and again, make sure you've got your weight all distributed on inside and outside of the foot, and back up again. Don't lock those knees out. And you do 10 like that. And then, after doing 10 of those, you are going to now keep your heels way out and turn your toes right the way in, so the toes are pigeon-toed. And again, make sure the inside and the outside of the feet have got as much weight, and back up again, and don't lock the knees. Perfect. So 10 of those. That is your whole menu done. That will be about 15 to 20 minutes of exercises, and you should feel amazing after it. Remember, if you need anything modified, give me a call. I'm always on the end of the phone. And if you've got any worries or anything, give me a call. Speak soon. Bye.